Hey guys, Jared Wesleyan back for another lecture. Today's will be a little bit shorter than my longer form 60-minute lectures. Maybe this will be 10 or 15 minutes. But there's a topic that's really been needling me. It's been bugging me, and it's been doing so for a very long time. It's not just a recent thing. A topic that I get a lot of emails and questions about quite frequently, and it's basically trading high dollar stocks with small trading accounts. I get it all the time from people. Jared, I really want to get into that trade with you, but I have a small account. What does that even mean? I really want to get into that trade with you, but I only have a small account. So let's talk about a couple things before I actually get granular and really break down how this looks, okay? If you have a small trading account, which I would consider $1,000 to $5,000, something like that. I consider that a small account. If you have 10, 20, 30 grand, you're probably fine, okay? But if you have a $1,000 to $5,000 trading account, you're not that good. I know that hurt. That hurt for a second. You're like, oh, come on, man. That's not fair. I just started. That's okay. I'm not saying it in a negative way, okay? What I'm basically saying is if you have a small trading account, you either started, you didn't have much money when you started, or you've been trading for a while and you've lost some money, or you just haven't made any money. Well, in all three of those scenarios, you're not that good, okay? You're brand new. You're not supposed to be good. You've been trading for a while and you've been breaking even. That's okay. You're still not that good. Or you've been trading for a while and you haven't made any money. You're not that good. Okay, so you see where I'm going with this? So if you have a small trading account, it's just a representation of where you are as a trader. And this is not meant to be a negative thing. It's meant to actually help you be more objective. Okay, so when we talk about trading a $100, $200, $500 stock, when you aren't that good as a trader, you need to be risking very small amounts of money. Small amounts of money means $5 to $10 per trade. That means if the trade does not work, you lose $5. If the trade doesn't work, you lose $10. So how in the world can you not trade those high-priced stocks? You can. All right? The problem is most of you are risking way too much money for the size of your trading account. That's the biggest problem. Okay? You have a $2,000 account and you're risking $100 per trade. Whoa, that's crazy. You're risking 5% of your account on a trade? Look, great professional traders, and I mean really, really good professional traders, usually don't risk more than 1%. Every once in a while, a superstar, a rock star will risk 2%, and that's it. But you really shouldn't be risking a lot of money on trades when you're new, because to succeed, you first have to last. And to last, you have to have good money management. And good money management means always taking your stop losses and never risking more than $5 to $10 per trade. Okay, so let's take a look and see how this looks with an actual trade that I took yesterday. This is an actual trade I took on Tesla. So we can see here, this is the day I'm talking about right here. Okay, so this is a 5-minute 3-bar play, all right? Wide range igniting bar over this area. Draw a line on that area, right? Right there, okay? Narrow range resting bar. Now, the entry on this was 204.70, and the tight stop loss was 203.30. So that would be a $1.40 stop loss. But because it was a little bit early, it was right around 9:41, 9:42 in the morning, I wanted to give this thing a little bit more room. So I actually gave this thing $1.70. I gave it down to 203. So the entry price was 204.70 and the stop loss was 203. It's a $1.70 stop loss. $1.70. Okay? So for me, I risk a couple $1,000s in my trade. So for me, if I want to risk $2,000 on this, all right, I'm going to take my calculator. I'm going to need 1,176 shares on this thing. All right, so I'll round that to 11 to 1,200 shares. All right, I don't do the half lot thing. So 1,100 to 1,200 shares. No problem. Those 11 to 1,200 shares on a stock like Tesla are going to cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $240,000. That's a lot of money, $240,000. And then even if you divide it by 4, you still need $60,000 in cash in your account. But I'm not a new trader. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, 18 to 20 years now. Okay, so to have 50 or 100 or 200 grand in my account is not a big deal, right? I have $500,000 in my account is not a big deal, okay? But if you're new and you only have $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 in your account, what do? You risk small amounts of money. All right, so let's take $5 risk. How are you going to determine that? You're going to take your calculator out and you're going to type in 5, okay, the number 5, and then you're going to hit divide by 1.7. Why? Because that's the stop loss. $1.70 is the size. That's how you hit equals. You're going to need 2.9 shares of that stock. Let's just call it 3. You're going to need 3 shares of Tesla. Well, 3 shares of Tesla times 204.70 is $614. $614. You mean to tell me you don't have $600 in your account? And by the way, if you're leveraged and you divide that by 4, you only need $153 in your account to take that trade. What's the problem? What's the problem? Let's say it again. What's the problem? The problem is you're risking way too much money for the size of your account. Even if we doubled the risk to $10, you need 6 shares. Oh my gosh, 6 shares of Tesla times 204.70 is $1,228. $1,228. Divide that by 4, you only need $307 in cash. What's the problem again? I don't understand. What's the problem? The problem is you're risking too much money. You're risking $50 or $100 on these trades and you have no business. And then you say to me, Jared, but I got to pay my bills. But baby needs new shoes. But the mortgage is due. But I got to eat. What? What business in this world can you start for $2,000 or $3,000 and pay your bills on when you're brand new? When you're brand new? Pretty much nothing. So why would you expect the same thing of trading? You wouldn't. That defies logic and common sense.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
Stupid is, stupid does, Mrs. Blue.
And this is where traders get the mantra of becoming gamblers. Because they come in with $2,000 or $3,000 and they just throw it all in. They literally risk most of their account on that trade.
Are you stupid or something?
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
So again, you're going to get in at 204.70. Your stop is 203. If the stock comes all the way down to 203 and you get out, stop out, you only have 3 shares, 5 shares, 6 shares. You're going to lose $5, $10. That's what you do with a small account. Heck, that's what you do with a big account when you're a new trader. Even if you're a brand new trader but you have a huge account, you still risk $5 or $10. That's what good trading looks like. Stop trying to set the world on fire. You're not ready yet. If you were, you wouldn't have a small account. It's true. It's true. You would have a progression table and you would go from $5 risk to $10 risk, and $10 risk to $25 risk, and $25 to $50, and $50 to $75, and $75 to $100. And by the time you did that, your account will have gone from $2,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 to $8,000 to $10,000, and you'll have this progression of success. And your account will be growing. But if your account is not growing, then you're not that good, and you shouldn't be risking a lot of money. And if you're new, you're not expected to. So you have to stop this. Stop the shenanigans out there, okay? If you want to build an account, you do it slowly. You would never go out and bet Tiger Woods $500 or $1,000 per hole in golf if you had never played golf before. Even if you had played golf, it would be a sucker's bet, right? So why are you doing it with trading? So I don't care what stock you're looking at. I don't care if you pick a $500 stock, a $1,000 stock. I guarantee you there's enough money in your trading account to do $5 to $10 risk. I guarantee it. And if you don't have a big enough account. If you're trading with less than $1,000, you shouldn't be trading. You're not ready yet. I'm not saying you won't have that money at some point, but you're not ready yet. This is a business. This isn't some hobby. This isn't something for hackers and gamblers. This is a bona fide, legitimate business. Treat it like a business. If you went into a bank and you said, hey, I want to open up a flower shop, and the bank says, well, how much is the flower shop going to cost? And you say it's going to cost me $300,000 to open up a flower shop. And the bank says, okay, well, how much money do you have? And you say, I have $500. They're going to laugh you out of the building. Wait, you want us to give you $299,500 because you only have $500. Come back when you actually have skin in the game. Come back when you have $50,000 or $100,000. Show us you care. Show us you're ready. Same with trading. If you have $100, Simulator trade until you can save up $1,000 or $2,000. Simulator trade until you can go work at Uber, be a bartender, get a side hustle, whatever it is, until you can get a couple grand. Then come back. Because we can work with that. I can't work with $50. I can't work with $200. Okay? Maybe one share, maybe. But you're really setting yourself behind the game. Trade in the simulator, learn the techniques, learn the patterns, and then while you're learning those things in the simulator, save up some money. And when you trade simulator, trade it as if it were real money. $5 risk, $10 risk. Don't go into simulator. Some guy's like, Jared, I made my first $1 million. I was like, wow, that's amazing. How'd you do that? He goes, I took 10,000 into $1 million. I said, what? Tell me more. Oh, it was in the simulator. Okay. That doesn't count. It's simulator. You can't go to the bank and say, here's my $1 million simulator dollars, and they're going to give you real money for it? No, it doesn't work that way. Treat the simulator like real money. Okay? So again, guys, this trade on Tesla, perfect 3-bar play, $1.70 stop loss, expensive $200 stock. If you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, you have no problem doing $10 risk on this. No problem doing $5 risk on this. So I'm tired of hearing you say, Jared, I can't take that trade with you. I want to, but I can't because I don't have a big enough account. You're risking too much money. You're not ready yet. The market doesn't care if your baby needs new shoes. The market doesn't care where you went to college. The market doesn't care that your mortgage is due. You do this business the right way or don't do it at all. Do it the right way or don't do it at all. And one last comment before I get off, guys. These videos give you hardcore, realistic, approachable ways to become a trader. Not this pie-in-the-sky garbage. Like, look at me, I made $100 my first month off of $12. That's not realistic. Oh, all these Google advertisements, they're hooking you right there. Once you get in the door, it's just a bunch of gambling hackers, penny stock traders that are risking everything. I saw a guy risk 80% of his account on a trade. It worked, but that's stupid. What if it didn't? You just lost 80% of your account. A very poor way to do this business, guys. Don't. Okay? Do it the right way. I have a guy in my trading room today. He's like, Jared, thank you so much. I said, hey, well, for what, man? He goes, I made $16,000 this month. I said, man, you haven't been here that long. He said, I've been here just under 2 years. Think about what I said. This guy's a farmer. Okay? He's making money the hard way in the real world. That's hard life, hard living. 16, he goes, I'm still shaking, Jared. I don't even know what to do. You know what he did, though? He did it the right way. He started with $5 risk. And in 2 years, he's worked his way up, okay, to $300, $400, $500 risk. He's crushing it. He's doing such a great job. But he did it the right way. I don't know about you guys, but 2 years isn't that long, in my opinion. You spend 4 years in college, and what do you learn? Other than how to be woke, what do you learn? Not much. You don't learn really anything about the real world. You learn all kinds of theories and concepts, but the real world is different. How do I know it's different? Because the first thing your company does to you after you graduate, say you get hired by Goldman Sachs or hired by whoever, the first thing they do is send you off to training. You're like, well, I just spent 4 years training. No, you didn't. You spent 4 years learning theories and concepts. You didn't actually train. See, by simulator trading and real money trading at $5 and $10 risk, you're actually training. You're actually learning, really learning in real market environments. So to me, 2 or 3 years of that, that's nothing. To go make, this guy's on pace to make $200,000 this year. $200,000 in less than 2 years. Man, that's life-changing for people. Where's he going to be in 3 or 4 or 5 years? Life-changing. So start at $5 risk, $10 risk. You'll get to $50, $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000 risk. You will. You'll get there. But it's going to take some time. So stop trying to get rich quick. Stop listening to these gurus online that are trying to get you rich quick. They're just going to get you to the poorhouse fast, or they're trying to sell you something. Okay? And one last comment, guys. Look. This channel's dying. I'm not kidding. At this point, I'm thinking about just shutting it down. Honestly, I mean, we used to get 20, 30,000 views per video the first day. We're getting like 2,000 to 3,000 views per video nowadays. That's for even the people that are still watching at this point. If it continues for the next few months, I'm just going to shut it down and take the videos offline. All right? I'm not saying that as a threat. I'm just simply saying it's not worth my time to come on here and give you guys free videos if no one watches them. Tell your friends, share it with people. Do whatever you have to do. Let's build this channel back up. Why? So that we can continue getting great free content. It's free, and the videos on here are outstanding for people that are serious about becoming professional traders. All right, so click that like button, hammer that subscribe button. Don't forget to click those notifications. I am Jared Wesley of Live Traders. I will see you guys soon.